Understand what the tabernacle is about. All right, it's not just the feast of the Most High. They're manyfold. It's not just following what was given, but understanding what was given and why it was given. Why did the children of Israel need a tabernacle? Because the tabernacle was set for our service. Because Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, the whole earth is his tabernacle, huh? He dwelleth upon the whole earth, the whole universe. All right, all is his. But the children of Israel needed a place. 15, giving all praises to the Most High in the name of the Mashiach Yahushua.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, and verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Give it thanks to Yahweh and the Abba by him.
Right, always giving thanks to the Most High in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. We'll start out with the law. Get Leviticus 23rd chapter. Leviticus 23. Let's go directly to why we gather here this time in this place. Right. Leviticus 23 verse 1 first. And then you jump down to verse 34.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
Right, even these are my feasts. So in this chapter, he breaks down the feasts that the Heavenly Father has prescribed for Israel to keep. But for a process of time, I'm going to jump down to the feast that we are embarking on tonight. Verse 34.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month,
right,
shall be the feast of tabernacles.
Right, so this is the 15th day of the 7th month. That means 15 days ago, we had the new moon, okay? And this is the time where on a spiritual calendar, on the Most High's calendar, we determine the new months according to the moon and the moon phases. The moon has a half moon, full moon, half moon, and has what is called a new moon, where you see no moon. Okay, these are the phases, the major phases of the moon. Now, there are many phases in between that, but these are the 4 major phases of the moon. Read on.
For 7 days unto the Most High.
For 7 days, this feast is to last for 7 days. Come on. Read.
And on the first day shall be in holy convocation.
Right, and that's what we're doing right now. We're having a holy convocation, a gathering. We're coming together, a true gathering. That's why the word is open. The scripture is open. Why? Because it's a holy convocation. It's not just a convocation, not just a gathering, but we got to gather and give all praises to the Most High Yahweh. Come on. Read.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
It's not a time to be, at the job. Read on.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High.
Right, but now you continue to praise for the next 7 days. But the first day is a holy convocation. Okay? So this day is a day that you can't work. But throughout the other days, you can work, you can do what you need to do, but you got to make sure that you adhere to the other rules of the tabernacle, which we're going to go through. Read on.
On the 8th day shall be in holy convocation unto you.
Right, now on the last day, it's going to be another holy convocation, okay? Where we're going to gather together and have a feast yet again. Read on.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High.
Right.
It is a solemn assembly.
Come on.
And ye shall do no servile work therein.
Come on.
These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High,
right,
a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, everything upon his day.
Come on.
Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your freewill offerings, which ye shall give unto the Most High.
Right, so you don't want to leave one done and the other one undone. Meaning that not because you kept Passover, you kept the Sabbath, you say, well, I ain't got to do tabernacle because I was there at the Passover. It's not that spirit. We got to do all. The Most High requires 100%. Con?
Con.
Every feast we have to find ourselves in attendance. Con?
Con.
Because there's a 3 big feasts. Who knows the 3 big feasts of the Most High? Eliah.
Passover, the Tabernacles, and Hanukkah? Or is it Purim?
I can't see hands, so you gotta say me or something. Yakazat.
Passover, Pentecost, Tabernacles.
Right, tabernacles. Let's get it. Let's get it on the scriptures. Hold that. Okay, Deuteronomy 16. Yeah, 16:16. Deuteronomy 16:16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 16.
Right, come on.
3 times in a year.
How many times?
3 times in a year.
That's why I said the big 3 feasts. Because 3 times in a year, read on.
Shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power.
All the males must appear before the Most High our power. Come on.
In the place which he shall choose.
The place he has chosen. Read on.
In the feast of unleavened bread.
The feast of unleavened bread, which is also called the Passover. Read on.
And in the feast of weeks.
And the feast of weeks, which is also called Pentecost. Read on.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
And in the feast of tabernacles, which is also called the ingathering. Okay, the ingathering. So this is the feast of tabernacles, also known as the ingathering. Come?
Con.
All right. So the 3 big feasts. So you're embarking on one of the 3 big feasts right now. Read on.
And they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
And we should not appear empty, right? You have to bring an offering, whether it be a food offering, a drink offering, a meat offering, right? Or a monetary offering, but you have to bring an offering nonetheless. Con? Read on.
Every man shall give as he is able.
Right, we can't tell you what to give. The Most High tell you give as you are able. So that determination is between you and the Father. Con? Read on.
According to the blessing of the Most High thy power, which he have given thee.
That's how you can determine what you're going to give. How the Most High has blessed you and your household. That's how you determine what you get. Read.
Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Most High thy power giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment.
Right, so that's instruction of the Most High. He said, listen, we got to set up officers, we got to set up judges throughout all our gates, everywhere that we dwell. We got to set up order, Con? Most High is a man of order. Okay, so we got to array ourselves in order. So that's why we here. We have the captains, and we have the soldiers, and we have the elders, and everybody's here in attendance according to the will of the Most High. Let's go back to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You were in verse 30. 37.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 37. These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, everything upon his day.
Right.
Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Most High.
Come on.
Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land,
right,
ye shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days.
Right.
On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
Right. So this will be the time of the ingathering, when you're starting to bring in your crops from the season. Read on.
And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees,
right,
branches of palm trees,
come on,
and the boughs of thick trees,
right?
and willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days.
Right. So that's why I'm wondering why their branches and palm branches are set before us, because this is according to what is written in the scripture, that we are to what, set these things before us, and what, and be glad and be joyous to do this work. Okay? Read on.
And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations.
Right.
Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
Come on.
Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days.
How many days?
7.
We have the tents. Everybody got their tent dwelling in booths, come? Right. So this is what we're doing, man. All according to the will of Most High. The Father's called back his children to keep the commandments, and that's what we're going to do. All right. And every year we try to do it, more, try to perfect it, try to make it more according to the word, according to what the Father has given us by the power that's been invested in us. All right. We've been ordained. How we've been ordained? Through the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. We don't need no high priest to ordain us. We are ordained through the blood, con. All right. To who we are. We are the saints of the Most High God. So we are ordained to keep these feasts and to manifest them, right? The best way the Most High has shown us how to do it. And as he increases our knowledge, our wisdom, and our understanding, our work shall increase. Con? Read on.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
Well, we got to check this now. Is everybody here Israelite born? I don't know. I don't think everybody spoke. You might have some that crept in unawares. Let me see here. Is everybody here Israelite born? That's more like it. I gotta make sure that's it. Well, I thought this was the hangout party. You're in the wrong spot.
That's right.
If you're not here to keep the tabernacle, you're not Israelite born, you're in the wrong spot. I suggest you go further down that way or that way. But here's for the Israelite born. Read.
That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths.
Right. This is how we what? We got to tell our children why we gathered here. Because the Heavenly Father made the children of Israel to dwell in booths. When he brought us out of the land of Egypt. Okay. We had to dwell in the wilderness. Okay. How long were we in the wilderness? 40 years, man. We had to travel in the wilderness, and we had to live in houses that what can be broken down and put back up. They were like tents. Okay. We wasn't living in lavish houses. Now, when we got to the land of Canaan, there was houses already built for us then. Okay, so we got able to go there and relax. But as we went through the tabernacle, as we went through the wilderness, we had to have makeshift houses, right? Houses made that can be broken down and keep it moving. We were encamped around the tabernacle. The Father made us build the tabernacle, and we could come together as a congregation and worship the Most High God. All right, read on.
When I brought them out of the land of Egypt, I am the Most High, your power.
Right.
And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High.
Right. In Exodus 26, verse 1. Now Moses declared the feast of the Heavenly Father. So it was declared that we ought to do this. Okay, and we ought to continue. That's why Amashiach Yahushua told us he didn't come to do away with the law or the prophets. He didn't come to do away with the tabernacle. We got to keep the tabernacle until forever, right? Even in the kingdom, we don't keep the tabernacle. Come on. Read on.
The book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 1. Moreover, thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twinned linen, and blue and purple and scarlet.
What colors? What colors?
Blue, purple, scarlet.
Blue, purple, and scarlet. So now you see, you can't see right now, but when the sun was up,
you
seen the beautiful setup next here. The house of Micah Allah set up this beautiful arrangement of blue, red, right, and purple. As the scriptures. So these are the colors of the tabernacle. Everybody understand that? All right, read on.
With cherubims of cunning work,
right,
shalt thou make them.
Right, they made They made cherubims of cunning work. Meaning they made what? Statues. Of what? What are cherubims? Angels. So they formed statues of angels also. So this was a grand feast that was, and the tabernacle was something to behold. It wasn't plain. There was all kind of cunning works in there. There was all these vessels that the Most High had us create that represents Him, represents His power. All right, read on.
The length of one curtain
Right,
shall be 8 and 20 cubits.
right now it's going into exactly the dimensions of the tabernacle. Right, but here today, in this day, we don't have the tabernacle. The tabernacle, I hate to inform you, but the tabernacle has been destroyed. All right, if you didn't know by now, right? The earthly tabernacle has been destroyed. But what? There is a spiritual tabernacle. Everybody understand this? All right, give me 1 Corinthians 5 and verse 1. I'm sorry, 2 Corinthians 5 and 1. Read it.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Come on.
For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved,
Right?
we have a building of the Most High,
Of the who?
of the Most High,
Come on.
and house,
Uh-huh.
not made with hands,
Come on.
eternal in the heavens.
Eternal in the heavens. Right? We have a place with the Most High. We have a tabernacle with Yahweh no matter what. Everybody understand this?
Right.
A house made not by hands. Eternal. The children of Israel are eternally, right, belong to the Most High God. Whether we are on the earth or we're in the heavens. When your spirit goes to the heavens, you still belong to the Most High God. Everybody understand this? And you still dwell in this house. You still dwell in this tabernacle. You're still chosen. Whether you're in an earthly body or not. Hold that and give me 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16. 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16. We're going to come back here to 2 Corinthians.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Read.
Know ye not,
Right?
that ye are the temple of the Most High?
Don't you know that you are the temple of the Most High? All of you. You are the temple of the Most High. You are where the Most High dwells. So you don't have to go to a place to go to a temple because you are the temple. It's always been that way. Even when the Most High had us make an earthly tabernacle, it was for us to understand what it means for the Most High to dwell amongst us and within us. Once you understand that the Heavenly Father dwells within you, then you know you are always a holy place. Wherever you travel, you are a holy place. Everybody understand this? Hold that and give me Joel. In the midst of his road. 227. 227.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Come on.
And ye shall know,
right,
that I am in the midst of Israel.
In the midst of who?
Israel.
I'm in the midst of Israel. Wherever Israel's at, Yahweh is in the midst of you all. Read on.
And that I am the Most High, your power.
I'm the Most High, your power. Read on.
And none else.
And who else?
And none else.
And who else?
And none else.
And none else. I'm nobody else's power but your power. Okay? No one else. So that's why we have to understand that we have a special relationship. So we keep this tabernacle to just proving that special relationship that we have with Yahweh. That we are his. That he's our power and none else. That we belong to him. That we don't even belong to ourselves. You don't belong to you. We're going to prove all things. Go back to 2 Corinthians 1 Corinthians 3:16. I think you're in 17 now. You're going to read 17.
Yeah.
Read 17. Read down to 19.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 17.
Come on.
If any man defile the temple of the Most High.
So what does it mean to defile the temple? What is that talking about? Do what?
Defile your body.
Defile your body. How could you defile your body?
Unclean meats and touching dead carcasses.
If you touch a dead carcass, you defile your body?
You're just unclean.
You're just unclean, why? Because it might have been a dead carcass fell on you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You didn't defile, you just unclean. You defile if you take that uncleanliness and do something wrong. Come to the tabernacle with it. Now you're in sin. Right? When I gave it away. Sin defiles your body. Right? That's when you sin, you're defiling yourself. Everybody understand this? That's when you defile. When you gladden yourself in sin. Okay? That's the uncleanness that we got to stay away from. All right? There's an uncleanness by way of chance. Like you say, a dead body, or I think I think Yakanan has a word for it. What do you call it? Some sort of emission. Right?
Nocturnal emission.
Thank you, sir. Right? You might be unclean by that, right? You might be unclean by chance. That's not sin. The unclean that the Most High is talking about here, when you defile your temple, is because you're sinning. Okay? You're breaking God's commandments. Okay? Read on.
Him shall the Most High destroy.
Right?
For the temple of the Most High is holy.
Right?
Which temple ye are.
Which temple who?
Which temple ye are.
The temple of the Most High is holy. Which temple you are. That's why we have to refrain from sin. Everybody understand that? Because we are the holy temple. Just like we cared for the tabernacle in the times of old, where the Most High was very particular on everything that the tabernacle had. Every curtain needed to be given to a certain family, and every ring was another family, and every vessel went to another family of Levi. He was particular. Same way we had to be with our body. We can't say, oh, we just do whatever we feel like it. When did the Most High ever tell us to do whatever you feel like it? Show me that scripture. Right? Whatever floats your boat. Right? Do what you like. I haven't read that anywhere in the scriptures. Anytime we do our own thing, we line ourselves with sin. Okay? Read on.
Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
I guess it goes into wisdom.
Got a precept.
All right, drop that. Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 16. What precept you got?
1 Corinthians 6 and 19.
Close.
I had my hand up the whole time.
2 Corinthians 6 and 16.
Okay.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 16. And what agreement have the temple of Yah with idols?
Right. So now, Peter, you're the temple of the Most High. What agreement you can have with the idols? Mm-hmm. You the temple. Okay. You can't align yourself with Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween and the things of this world. These all things are based on idols. Unless you truly believe in Santa Claus. Unless you think he's going to come down your chimney. Right? Or you think bunnies laying eggs. Right? So unless you believe it, you truly believe it, these are idols. How could you align yourself with idols? This is why you can never go back. I don't understand how people go back in the world. Right? After hearing this truth, man. What do they go back there and do? Like fake it or something? Like just act like I don't even know what I would do. Right? If I'm not doing Yahweh, I'll be doing nothing. Right? Read on.
For ye are the temple of the living power.
Right?
As Yahweh have said, I will dwell in them.
I will do what?
Dwell in them.
Right. But Yahweh said he's going to dwell in you. So we looking to search for Yahweh. He's already in you. He's told us already. He's in you. You just got to manifest it. Read on.
And walk in them.
Right.
And I will be their power.
Uh-huh.
And they shall be my people.
That's right. That was a covenant, huh? That we as people and he's our power. That's an agreement with the Father. So when you keep these laws, understand that you're keeping an agreement. You cannot expect the Most High to be your power if you're not being his people. And his people going to keep Torah. So if you want the Most High to defend you, you got to then what? Defend this word. Man. You got to make sure that you're keeping these feasts. And all the commandment of the Most High God. Read on.
Wherefore, come out from among them.
Do what?
Wherefore, come out from among them.
Wherefore, because of this, because you belong to Yahweh, come out from among them. Who's the them? The other nations? Who else? Who else? The evil. Who said the evil? The heathen? The heathen, even better. Right? What else? Who else? Sinners. Right? Sometimes it's your family. Right? Sometimes it's your cousin that you got to come out from. Right? Because all that are not keeping Yah's laws, how are you going to be his? What the scriptures say, what fellowship is there with the tabernacle with idols? How could you get comfortable in the midst of sin? Read on.
Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate.
And be what?
And be ye separate.
That's what holy means, to be separate. The Father's not calling us all get together. He said, be ye separate. Right now, we're a small group, man. We separate. We set apart. And it's a beautiful thing, right? Thus saith the Most High. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's a beautiful thing to be separate, to be set apart. Read on.
Saith the Most High.
Come on.
And touch not the unclean thing.
Come on.
And I will receive you.
And I'll do what?
Receive you.
And the Most High will receive you. And that's all we want, to be received by the Most High power. Okay, that's all we want. Go back to 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. So we grasp in this understanding of the tabernacle that we are the earth. We are the tabernacle now. The earthly tabernacle that was set up with the Holy of Holies and the holies and the vessels, that was destroyed by the heathen. Why was it destroyed by the heathen? Because the children of Israel, they wasn't being the Most High's tabernacle. They were being wicked, and they had an earthly tabernacle. So what's the point? What's the point of us having an earthly tabernacle if we not ourselves not being righteous? Everybody understand that? So the Most High took that away, took that stumbling block away from us. So now we can't blame the Levites no more. Right? We can't blame anybody but yourself. Okay? When you do wickedly, blame you. So that you repent for yourself. So that you correct yourself and then you restore your tabernacle in the side of the Most High. You be the tabernacle. Read on.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of Yahweh, and house not made with hands,
Right?
eternal in the heavens.
Read.
For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven.
Now, aren't we doing that? What are you praying for these days? Right? No matter what you pray for, you should be praying to get out of here, Con. We want to get to this kingdom, Con. That's why we here. Right? We kingdom chasers, man. Some people on a paper chase. We chasing the kingdom. All right? Some people trying to get established in America, man. We're looking to see this thing go down, so we could establish righteousness on this earth. We're not trying to fix this ship. It can sink for all we care. All right? We ready. We preparing for the kingdom to come. That's why the tabernacle is very important. These things, understanding, it's not just tradition. Like the churches will try to tell you, well, those are the old Moses laws, old traditions. They don't understand what this is really about. The fact that you have breath and life shows that you are the tabernacle. The fact that you have been woken up And we call upon Yahweh by Shema Mashak Yahushua, so that the Most High is a living power. He is not dead. He is not forsake his children. We're waking up. We're coming back. Okay? Our time of our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Read on.
Verse 3. If so, be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked.
Right? Come on.
For we that are in this tabernacle do groan,
Right?
being burdened.
Mm-hmm.
Not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon that mortality might be swallowed up
Right?
of life.
Right. Mortality be swallowed up. We're looking to live forever, Con. That's what we're looking for, man. Immortality. All right. We did this. Our forefathers did this. We know what this kingdom has to give. It ain't much. All right. I don't care how much you get in this kingdom, it still ain't much. Our desire is to be clothed with the heavenly tabernacle. Con?
God.
So let us make sure that, man, we reflect upon that tonight. We understand why we're here, why we're dwelling. This is the Feast of Tabernacle. For us to reflect upon the tabernacle that was given unto us. For us to come out of our own houses and bless the house of the Most High. Because whether you're in your comfortable home or you're outside, you are still the house of the Most High. You are the house. You are the earthly tabernacle. You are the fleshly tabernacle. All right? The Spirit of the Most High dwelleth within you. Okay. So, with that being said, we're not going to have a long service tonight because, we started kind of late. Any questions on why we gathered here at this time in this place? All right. No questions. All right. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a prayer. We're going to bless the food. The hands that leave it over it, the mouths that shall receive it. Right. We're going to ask the Most High to dwell with us this evening and throughout these 7 days and have mercy upon us and guide us as we dwell together. And then we're going to enjoy the celebration of the Feast of Tabernacle. Hallelujah.
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 Imagine Wapanya Yerushalayim, stand and face Jerusalem. Hallelujah.
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 Who's the power?
Yahweh is the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh is the power.
By Hashem?
Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem?
Yahweh Shah.
Kuras, kuras, kuras.
Kuras, kuras, kuras.
Kuras, kuras, kuras.
Kuras, kuras, kuras.
Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy, holy.
Is the name.
Is the name.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy, holy.
Is the name.
Is the name.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Yahushua.
Yahweh Shah.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Mashiach Yahushua.
Kum Mashiach Yahweh Shah.
Kum Mashiach Yahushua.
Kum Mashiach Yahweh Shah.
Kum Yeshurala.
Kum Yasharala.
Kum Yeshurala.
Kum Yasharala.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Bahashim.
Bahashim.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Yahushua.
Yahweh Shah.
Ahawa'ah.
Ahawa'ah.
Adonanawa.
Adonanawa.
Kag.
Kag.
Sakov.
Sakov.
Bashalom.
Bashalom.
Babakusha.
Babakusha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim.
Bahashim.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Yahushua.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Wapah.
Wapah.
Wakazak.
Wakazat.
Wamakan.
Wamakan.
Washma'ayel.
Washma'ayel.
Akim.
Akim.
Wa.
Wa.
Akwatia.
Akwatim.
Babakusha.
Babakusha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim.
Bahashim.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Yahushua.
Yahweh Shah.
Yochak.
Yahak.
Shaitan.
Shaitan.
Yochak.
Yahak.
Shaitan.
Shaitan.
Yochak.
Yahak.
Kol.
Kol.
Rai.
Rai.
V'chayim.
Rahayim.
Yochak.
Yahak.
Kol.
Kol.
Rai.
Rai.
V'chayim.
Rahayim.
Babakusha.
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 All praises be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for his mercy truly endure forever. Yahweh, we thank thee. We thank thee for returning our tabernacle unto us. We thank thee for returning our heritage unto us. We thank thee for all the souls that are gathered together tonight in this part to keep thy tabernacle. Baba Kushaya, how we ask you to bless the food that's being prepared, the hands that have labored over it, the mouth that shall receive it. And let that food be nourishment unto our bodies as thy word is nourishment unto our spirit. Giving us all that we need in these last days to stand up against all the wiles of Shaitan, all the fiery darts of the devil. That Satan gets no wind throughout thy children, Yasharallah. That Satan be bound with many bands and be tied down. That sin be taken away from us, far from us, O Yahweh. That we might dwell in righteousness and in love and in holiness of thy true word. That we might manifest thy way amongst all. That they might see the light that dwelleth in us and glorify thy name, O Yahweh. All this is our prayer, O Yahweh. Continue to be with thy children. Continue to be with the children of Israel. Continue to wake our children up, that they might continue to do thy work. All this we ask in the name of thy Son, Hamashiach Yahweh. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh. The one at the yard. Amen.
Amen.
Give the most high hand. Hallelujah. All right, family, we're going to dwell here. We're going to play music. We're going to enjoy the tabernacles. We're going to enjoy the food that's being prepared. All those that's serving, we're going to try to organize so we can organize how we're going to distribute the food and things of that sort and what's needed. And shalom.